What's going on, guys? Dancing Lobster here with another replay analysis. This one is of a Sven, and although you didn't say his MMR, he fluctuates between the normal skill bracket and high skill bracket. So that puts him somewhere around 3.2k. And so for this replay analysis, he added a little description of it saying that he was playing and he had two teammates who weren't comfortable on their heroes, and it highly contributed to his loss. And if you look at his Dota buff, it's one of those games where he carries a lot. He gets a lot of kills. He has very high GPM, and he ends up losing. And I get a lot of these replays, and a lot of times the people, they're looking for me to just kind of go in there and tell them, "Oh, you did great, and your team was terrible." And while this Sven, he does really well in this game, you don't learn anything from just saying, "My team lost me this game. I'm the best player in the world." So rather than focus on what he felt was the loss, which was his team, which could be the case, it probably is that his team just wasn't pulling their weight in this team game. Instead of just saying that and watching the whole game with that in mind and trying to say, "Oh well, team should have done this," I'm gonna just focus on him. I just want to focus on what he did. I want to look at things he can improve, because that's how you improve. You don't improve just blaming others. I mean, it's great to see what your team could have done in a different situation, but there's always something you can do better. And even if you did all these things that I'm going to suggest, it might not have won you the game, but it might have put you in a better position. You'll be a better player because of it. So that's what I'm going to be looking at this game. I'm sorry if that was rantish. So, and I'm going to try and keep this one shorter, just because I think it gets the point across better if I keep things short. So he's against Timbersaw. Let's see what he does. Yeah, the newest Timbersaw build is to just go put a lot of points into reactive armor in the laning stage. It makes you pretty much unkillable unless they have a lot of magic damage. So we're gonna watch this on 2x speed, see how he's doing. We're gonna pull up his last hits. He's got, I think, all the last hits so far. Maybe not. This is one, that's fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We're gonna look at his player's perspective, because camera placement is very important. Alright, so it looks like he's already going to make his first mistake. And that is, he bought his boots in the base, and now he's going to have them brought over on the courier. And so, the Venomancer took the courier, looks like, so he's not going to have his boots for a long time. That's a huge mistake where, I mean, the wave is going to push, and now it's already up here. He has easy access to his side shop, but he's not using it. The Venomancer is using the courier to bring out one ward. That's just inefficient courier usage. And so now what you see what's happening here is the Alcast is, alright, he's going back to base, but normally be in the mid lane. They both have their boots now. They want to get him. The courier has to make a really convoluted trip to do it, when he could have had his boots at the side shop. Now he's wasting all his time getting his boots. He's taking the courier away from his team who might need it. That's his first mistake. Still doing really good on last hits. He's leading, which, you always see people saying, "Oh, you should have X many last hits by 10 minutes, X many last hits by 20 minutes." And while that may be, those numbers are in an ideal game where, the other team's really good, you're really good. I'm not saying really good like pro level, but you're playing efficiently. And realistically, as long as, you should be looking at your own games and seeing, are you getting more last hits than the enemy team? Because that means you're better than the bracket you're in, or or at least those people who are playing in the bracket you're in. And so right now he's doing really well. He's top of the last hits by a lot. He's destroying their carry. I mean, his carry has a slightly nice carry. Who's their carry? Chancers maybe. Either way, he's outlasting the enemy team. That's really good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top is missing. I'll
Missing
take
top?
that.
So once again, he bought the Morbid mask, and he did that in base when he has this side shop here that he could have had it already at. And he never got his boots because the courier died with it. Actually didn't notice. So this is when he...
Missing bottom.
Why didn't I ever get to him? Yeah. So his inventory was full when the courier came. Look how much time he wasted. He wasted all that time on the courier, and he didn't even get his item. So that's just poor map awareness. He needs to know where his courier is when it's coming to him. He needs to have the slots available. He just didn't. Alright, why is he walking back now?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's in lane. Full mana. It looks like they're going to go for a kill on Timber. That's going to use up his mana. Oh no. Nice, alright, so he did that. He got the cleave kill. Alright, so he's really low right now. He has 3 sets of tangos and a mango. And judging by what I just saw, he's eventually going to start walking back to base. Which I don't think that's a busy. He has a Helm of the Dominator, a mango, and 2 tangos, and he's going to start walking back to base. And that is just highly, like, it's fine to farm the jungle, but
Dire's middle tower
he's
is
being
under
so,
attack.
like, farming a small camp isn't really worth his time. And he has a lane that he could be farming right now. I mean, it's good to get, the Venom's got good enough levels.
Top is
So at least he's not doing the worst thing in the world, where you see a lot of players, once they get low mana or low health or whatever, they'll just start, they'll just blindly walk back to base, and he's doing the good thing, you know, at least he's farming on his way back. But even then, whatever he doesn't need to go back, is what I'm trying to get at. He's got tangos to heal up, he's life stealing, and he has a mango. That's good. He's using the Helm of the Dominator. You didn't choose the best creep to stack with. That's more of a creep when you're going to make a run through the jungle. We're about to do Ancients, you get that creep because it gives you the more damage. When you want to stack the Ancients, you want a ranged creep, one of the... none of them are available. Yeah, one of the Dark Troll Summoners. So, he's being really inefficient with his time. All that time, so that camp was already cleared. He spent all that time walking around when this whole time, you know, there's a free lane, and an offlaner just kind of uncontested farming. The safe lane could have been farming. He's still at the top, which is really good. He's got a good amount of last hits for 10 minutes, but he could have had more. Is what I'm trying to get at.
top is missing.
Can't see Enchantress anymore. Alright, we're gonna jump ahead more. Farming. He went the right skill build. That's definitely the build nowadays. You don't put any points in Storm or any extra points into Stormhammer. It's farming. He's going for the Echo Saber. I'm a big fan of the build. Ideally, he'll go Blink after it. It gives you a lot of burst damage, especially with God Strength.
Missing top.
And it's gonna be really good against Enchantress. Jungle Lifestealer, I'm assuming hasn't left it yet. He went Midas. So that's a... I know I said I wasn't going to say stuff that didn't pertain to him, but it's just like they got a weak pub draft, you know, and they couldn't apply any pressure in the jungle really. So it's just gonna be this guy's just free farming the whole time. I guess he got 2 assists, but still. Farmed his ancient stack, that's really good. But if you look at this, so he's on his way over. Yeah. Forgot to stack this one. Not quite sure what he's doing.
Missing top.
I think he microed, I think. I don't know. Either way. So he missed that stack with his creep. He's going over. And so now he has this wolf creep, which gives him 15% more damage. He's gonna start bringing it over, and we'll see. So right now he's doing a little over 200 damage. Once this wolf creep comes in, we're gonna see how much more damage he does. Yeah, now he's doing like 250. And that would have cleared that stack a lot faster. And he would have had an extra stack there. Let's see what he's at. He would have had about 200 extra gold now. And he's gonna die. So we're just gonna look at this again. I'm gonna go back a little bit further. Alright, so we only see Radiant right now. He's going to go farm the Ancients. He sees a Slark walk into his jungle right now. He sees that Slark. And now, yep, and his Venomancer's pinging out. Purple's pinging out. So he pinged it. He knows Slark's in there. And we're going to keep watching the map right now. We're going to see who else shows, and then we're going to see what he does in response to this.
Missing top.
Going, no one's showing on the map. And at that point, I don't know, he should have been a little bit more aware of his jungle. That they might have been looking for him. Because he knows the Slark's in there, he didn't see him leave there, he didn't see him in lane, which only leaves him so many options. He's going to be in here, or over here. Slark gets away with a double kill. He ended up surviving, but...
Missing top.
Alright, right now, his teammate was just diving super deep into the jungle. His wave is super pushed up and he has God Strength and he's not pushing. We're gonna go back again. He's in his base, we're gonna just do the Radiant side. His teammate's diving super hard. Look at that, 3 heroes. Look at their items, only one of them has a TP. He TPs to lane, starts clearing it really quickly with his cleave, and what's he do? He goes to the jungle. That's the wrong move. At this point, you want to either force a rotation or take the tower. So maybe not commit God Strength, but you want to clear this creep wave. You see any TPs, you run. And instead he's farming the jungle. Sees one mid now. Sees one top. Sees 2 top. And now he's running back into the jungle to farm when there's a full wave right here, and he could be pushing this tower, putting map pressure, and gaining map control. So that's definitely a misplan on his part. He's level 2 God Strength. He'd definitely be taking this tower. Instead he's farming jungle stack. This guy's Echo Saber now. So I really want to see what he does once he gets his blink, which I assume he's going for next. Let's make sure. He's going blink next. So I kind of want to jump ahead to that. And once again, he sees him pushing top. And he's not pushing this free tower. Like, look at this. 4 top. He doesn't have a TP. He's clearly not planning on joining, and he's not pushing. I mean, now he is, but he could have been pushing that whole time. By the time this fight's going to be done, by the time he ends up pushing, the other team might be in a position to respond. It doesn't look like it this time. So here's the thing, he should know that the creep wave's coming and he should move up on it. That's alright. I mean, it's not the biggest thing, it draws your creeps to attack those creeps when you don't need them to, but it's not that big of a deal. So he's pushing now. His team's still diving. He had a TP. He definitely could come to this fight and he could clean up right now. There's a super low Witch Doctor. Enchantress he can kill with his Echo Saber now. Going to farm again. I want to see what he does when he gets his blink, so we're gonna try and jump that. Okay, he's got it. So he gets it off this stack. Blink. Right. So he used God Strength to farm the Ancient stack, which is good. It's fine. Now he's got his blink. Ideally, his God Strength is run out now. If he goes in, that's a big mistake. He should go farm until his God Strength is down, and then look for a kill with blink. See if he does it. He got a good kill. Witch Doctor was overextending. Warding dangerously aggressively. Alright, right there's a mistake. Right. So we're gonna look at this. So he's running away from the enemy team, and he figured out right away, I can't attack this Enchantress. This Slark has too much armor at this point for me to kill him. I don't have my God Strength. I need to run. That is definitely the right call. So there he is. They're gonna come up on him, and you're gonna see as he's running away from this Enchantress. I don't know if the Enchantress was out of mana or she just wasn't using her ult. I think she just wasn't using her ult. She accidentally turns it off or something. No, she's out of mana. Oh wait, here, we're gonna pause. Alright, we're gonna look at Dire Vision here, and we're gonna see what he does and why it's wrong. So he was in a situation where the Enchantress kept chasing him, and she couldn't attack him because he kept coming around these trees and fogging himself, which is what you want to do, because we're gonna see here. So we're gonna go to Enchantress's Vision, and we're gonna see that as he's going around, she keeps losing her ability to right-click him, and then he decides to run back around here, and that area of vision is gonna give her the vision to get off that last kill that kills him. So look, she's gonna go for the hit. Oh, he's gone. Can't attack. He ran this way. She gets the attack. If he had kept running around here and just juking her, he would have lived. And that's something that whenever you're running away from someone, especially the ranged heroes, even works for melee. You want to be cutting around these trees. You want to be juking around the vision. If, say for instance, like they're chasing you through here. Let's go back to the both vision. Say you're getting chased down here. If you run around here, like despite the fact that you might be dire and you want to run this way, running around this corner and then utilizing the vision, they don't know which way you went once you round this corner, and so they have to kind of take this like medium route where they come out to around here to see if you ran that way or that way, and that little extra time while you're already running down this way kind of gives you that advantage where now they have to chase you, and look, you're already in another juke spot and you just keep going. Whereas if they're chasing you around here, around this corner, and you just go straight that way, they're going to know immediately when they come around that corner that you're going that way, and they keep chasing you and right-clicking you. It's just one of those things that can really help you evade attacks. Alright, so now that he has God Strength up, we're going to see what he does with his blink.
Regeneration.
He's TPing mid. He sees a Timber Saw. Sees the Timber Saw back up, goes to farm,
Radiant's middle tower is under
and
attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
so that's one of the things where he might have thought he could have gotten the kill without God Strength. So I don't fault him for not using it. Kind of just, test the boundary, see if I can kill a Timber Saw without God Strength, just to know for future reference that he can. So I don't think that's too big a deal. He definitely could have gotten the kill with God Strength, but it was also one of those situations where they had no vision behind the Timber Saw, and committing heavily wasn't the best idea. So that's not that big of a... Alright, so the team fight. They get coconutted. Looks like they burst down the Slark. Slark's at the tower. I think he just used... Nope. So he just catches him out. That's quick. Yep, got his strength back. A saber.
My sprites are with us.
That was good. Farming ancients. At this point. At this point, you know, if he had been pushing at times he couldn't have been pushing, that tower probably would have been dead by now. Or I'm just gonna try and jump around. I'm gonna try and end this video off pretty soon, just because it's all the same stuff. Like, I understand that his team's not the greatest, but there's all these little things he could have been doing. So he's going BKB next. Looks like he has it. Jump ahead. Sven dies. See how he dies if he overextends. His god strength's about to wear off. Pushing the tower as a team. Alright, so they get the tower. He jumps on a timber saw without god strength. He's just gonna get punished for it. Ooh, not the play. So, kind of looked like he might have been lagging there. Just kind of stopped there. Let's go to play perspective.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sven jumps on timber. Starts walking away. Nope. Alright. So it gets a low cooldown. Like, Timbersaw doesn't have long cooldowns on his spells, and when you're that low, TPing out is not an option. I think that might just be, maybe he's not used to playing against Timbersaw, so he didn't realize his skills would be up that quick, but even then, he saw someone TPing, and chances that they could catch up to him really quick and kill him. So the play was definitely just keep running and then blink out. This blink was on like 4 seconds or 5 seconds cooldown. He definitely could have dodged until then. So I hope this video was helpful, because we're gonna see. We'll see. So he's got 200 last hits. He's farming really well. At the end of the game, even though they lost, he had like over 600 GPM, which is really good. If you look at his kills right now, he's got 7. We're gonna jump to the end. He has something crazy like 7. No, too far. He has something crazy like 17, 15. And so he obviously did well. He went MKB. He itemized fine against the Slark, who went Butterfly. It's just, people are always gonna, you know, blame their teammates. But I hope I was able to show that there were a lot of little things he could have done. Maybe that extra map control he got helped his team win. Maybe him forcing towers made the other team take some weird 3v4s against the rest of his team, you know? Never know what's gonna happen. So, I hope this was helpful. If you have any feedback about what I was saying or any extra questions, feel free to comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, maybe get some replays, definitely shoot me a message and subscribe so you can keep watching. Thanks for watching, everyone.